And this is the crazy thing about being in the life insurance profession. It's tough. It was tough yesterday. It's tough today. It'll be tough tomorrow. Over the years, I heard no a lot. I heard some hell no's. And it is what it is. But I'll warn you, anybody that's new at this or within the first 10 years, it's hard. I just have to have the courage to pick up the phone. You know, meeting people requires a certain set of skills that we all learn early on, but a lot of people don't want to meet new people. And I'm in that business of getting to know people under favorable circumstances. And I say to people, I've written life insurance on a garbage man, and I've written life insurance on the CEO of a Fortune 100 company. My first death claim was for $5,000. I had one last fall for $6.5 million. The family I took the $5,000 to was more appreciative than the trustees I gave the check for $6.5 million. Most people would love to hear a story. They really don't want to be sold anything, let alone life insurance. But if I say, could I tell you a story? You'll lean in and say, yeah, what's going on? And they'll listen. And I, over the years, became a pretty good storyteller. I've had a lot of clients. I had a front row seat to a lot of interesting things. And other people love to hear those stories. And it has served me pretty well. Our best members, our most successful people, speak in italics. They know how to tell a story, and they know how to have a great conversation. It's an art. I'm going to preach for a minute. If somebody's looking at their phone all the time, they will not develop this skill. Leave the phone in the car, talk to people, eyeball to eyeball, where you ask, how can I help? How's life? What word would you use to describe your life up until now? My mentor was Chuck Gleason, and he said to me, there's nothing more powerful than a question, and if you want great interviews, ask good questions. Frank Sullivan, $1 Million Roundtable president in 1967, coined the phrase, ad libs are for amateurs. And over the years, I had certain questions that seemed to open the door. Sometimes the ability to open a door swings on a really small hinge. Here are some things I would ask that really seem to illuminate the situation. Did you grow up rich or poor? What's your relationship been like with money? Do you have a list of people that you would want as pallbearers if you died tonight? Does your wife have that list? What one word would you use to describe your life? Are you upbeat, or are you pretty down in the dumps most of the time? Now, I can usually tell, but if somebody seems to appear to be kind of negative, I'm going to ask them that because I want that out on the table. One of the things I learned early on, if you're kind and if you're gentle, and you ask a really nosy question, they'll answer it. If someone sits down and they look like they've been through a tough situation, I don't say, what in the heck is going on? I say, how have you been sleeping? And they tell me. I'm going to warn you, when you become privy to a lot of personal information, you can't share it. If word gets out that you can't keep a secret, you're not going to hear many. So you want to really guard any personal confidential information, but you let people know you're there for them if they need help. It's a wonderful situation to sit down with someone and speak with them. And you get better whether it's a large group you're speaking to or it's just one person at a conference table.